If you guys want to know how you can display your lovely oranges, keep on watching. It's Ashleigh here, and today is Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's try it out Tuesday. Try it out Tuesday. So today we're going to be making, or I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this 3-tier produce basket wall decor. Not quite sure what to call it, but that's what we're gonna call it, okay? Of course, I was on Pinterest, as usual, and I was scrolling down things to look up to put in my kitchen, and I came across these, like, produce basket display ideas, and I was like, oh my gosh, have to try it, because it'll look so perfect when you walk in from our garage into our kitchen, So, I did it, and this literally cost me under about $15, or it might have been less than that, but I think it's like around $15. And if you don't have any of the other materials, you'll still be literally under $20, especially depending on the wood that you choose to recreate this with, the baskets that you use, so all that comes into play. Super simple, easy, inexpensive project to display your produce in, and it's so super cute. I'm gonna have the pin link down below so you guys can check out what they did, as well as you're watching mine, so you see what I did, so you'll get some more ideas and inspirations if you decide to do this. And I'll have the materials linked down there as well, and also they're going to be in the video. Let's get started, guys. All right, so the main materials you're gonna need are 3 pallet boards, 1 chipboard, 3 wire baskets, burlap ribbon, hooks, and sawtooth hangers. The rest of the materials, I will have them linked down below. Okay, so the first step that I'm doing is I am measuring out my pallet wood, measuring at 41 inches, 3.5 feet, and then I'm gonna mark where I need to cut. So now we're going to use our miter saw to cut our wood. If you don't have a miter saw, you can always go to your local Dollar Tree, and they have hand saws and hacksaws. Alright, now I'm just going to mark where this piece of plywood that I had left over needs to be cut. And then my lovely husband is going to cut it for me on the table saw. All right, so now what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to mark my centerpiece at 1/2 inch on each side, so that is where our other 2 pieces are going to meet the centerpiece. Now I'm going to take my E6000 and I'm going to make sure that I stay within my measurements that I made on each side, and then we're going to glue all the pieces together. All right, so I used my clamps to secure the top and the bottom, and my candles and my book as a weight, and I left this like this overnight. Now if you don't have clamps, you can always pick up clamps from your local Dollar Tree, and they'll only be $1 for a set of 2. Okay, so right here I'm just going to take my palm sander and I'm just going to smooth out this piece of plywood so that we can get it prepped for painting. Alright, so now we're going to start to paint. The color that I'm using is Plaster by Waverly, and I'm going to do 2 coats. Alright, so now we're going to create our stencil. So I went on Canva. It is a free app that you can use on either your phone or you can use it on your computer. We're going to take our blade here and we're just going to start to cut out the words. The font that I'm using is Lemon Tuesday, and I will have all that linked down below. now I'm gonna start to tape down my stencil so I can begin to trace. So first I started to use my chalk to kind of outline this stencil. That wasn't working out too well, so then I just switched over to my mechanical pencil to start to trace. Now we're going to use that same paint that we used to paint that plywood, and I'm going to start to paint in my outline. Alright, now we're just going to nail that piece of plywood to our pallet. If you do not have a nail gun, you can totally just E6000 this thing on. It will work out fine, or you can just hand nail it. So now I'm going to start to place my baskets onto my pallet wood, and I'm just going to eyeball it. Alright, so now I'm going to take my drill and I'm going to start to drill in my hole so that I can add my hooks. I was going to spray paint these hooks black, but I actually liked the gold, so I just kept them gold. Okay, so now I'm going to add that burlap ribbon to the center part of each basket. Alright, so now we're going to create our bow. As usual, I'm just going to glue the two sides together. Then after I glue my two sides together, we're going to squish everything into the center to create our bow. I'm going to use my twine and we're going to wrap it around the center to create the body. I'm just going to take my glue gun and I'm going to start to glue our Farm Fresh sign to the plywood. Now to add just a little bit more character, I'm going to add some twine. Alright, now the last step is just adding our sawtooth hangers to the back of our pallet wood. Tutorial, guys, for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay? If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.